Hallo zusammen. Today I want to show you a little project Dave has been working on. A simple software tool he built to help him learn German. It's not flashy, but it's already helping him read more confidently and expand his vocabulary.
Okay, so here is what I came up with. So it generates natural German sentences based on a curated vocabulary list, and then it gives me an English translation after I've typed my best guess in here. Now this is an absolute monster of a sentence, so I'm going to turn the complexity level down here. We'll put it at 1, and we'll put this up to 1 over here.
Alright, let's try another one.
Okay, so here we go. This is a pretty simple one. This is the simplest complexity level with what I've called an unknown word allowance. So all this is really going to do is try to create a German sentence at the most basic level using a noun and a verb. And if this is set to 1 or 2 or 3 or something, it might sometimes use very unusual words. But if this is at 0, then it will only use words from a curated list of sort of the basics. So what do we got here? Die Katze fühlt. I'm not exactly sure what fühlt is, or if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm probably not. The cat. I'm not sure what that is. But we can reveal the translation here, and it'll give us a few options to sort of understand what's going on. The cat feels is feeling something. Okay, so that all makes sense. So let's try putting this at a complexity of 2.
Great job so far. Here's another.
Okay, here's another one. Let's try this one out. Der Lehrer schreibt heute einen Brief. So what does this mean? What's going on here? So we've got some color coding with the words for verbs, nouns, adverbs, adjectives, all that sort of thing. So this, what does this say? The teacher writes today quickly? I don't know. Quickly today. I think that's what it says. The teacher is writing a letter today. Oh, okay. Well, so a letter. Oh, what am I doing here? Today? Well, forget that. Mistakes happen.
Ready for the next challenge?
Der Lehrer sieht den Baum. So the teacher sees a tree. That's what that says. Teacher sees the tree. The tree, sorry. Anyway, you can ramp this up to a very high level of complexity.
Great job so far. Here's another.
So, yeah, this is a bit of a monster of a sentence. I'm not even going to try to read that right now. I don't have the pronunciation skills for this. Yeah, there's a lot going on here I don't know yet. This is beyond me. Right now, I feel pretty good about something like this. Complexity level 2, unknown words around 1. That seems to work pretty well.
Okay, here comes your next sentence.
We'll get another cat. Okay. The cat sees under the desk, I think. Playing under the table. Oh, okay. I keep mixing this one up with seeing and playing. The interesting thing is just running through this, just sentence after sentence after sentence. It really helps quite a lot.
Here we go.
It is really liking this cat. Like I promised you, there's a lot more nouns in the in this thing, but it keeps giving me cats.
Great job so
There
far.
we go.
Here's another.
Ich schreibe heute einen Brief. I'm writing a letter today. All right. Now, this isn't really useful for pronouncing words or anything like that. This is mainly just a tool for learning to read, really, and building vocabulary. And I guess picking up on basic patterns as well. I think just forming some association with the form that some of these, I don't know, atom words take when they're paired up with verbs or nouns. It's maybe more helpful to do it this way than to try to memorize a chart. Seems to be my experience anyways.
Here we go.
Like, why is this das? Den Garten. Well, I happen to know this is, so that's accusative, that's nominative over here. So we got clear subject, object indication. Anyway, at complexity level 3, it starts to use more adjectives and adverbs and more, complex natural sentences. This one's already pretty complicated at level 2.
Ready for the next challenge?
So it does actually take maybe 10 or 15 seconds to generate these sentences. So I've got a bit of a queue system going on behind the scenes. So it generates the next 3 sentences usually. So unfortunately, anytime I change the complexity, that sort of throws the queue out. So every now and then I have to wait for the sentence to generate. And the way that I'm doing that is I'm using the recently released language model Gemma 4 from Google. I'm running that through LM Studio. So we're getting the prompt in here. So here's the lexicon that I've generated for now. Anyways, I've got a big list of here's nouns, sort of some information about them, plural form. So all this can show up for some useful information. Got big list of verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions. And then here, it's a list of unknown words. These are the ones that show up, sort of more rare words, still good to know. These are the ones that get thrown in sometimes when the novelty slider is a bit further up. So I guess the idea is, as some of these words grow to be more familiar, I will, add them to the list up here. So the known words get bigger. I keep adding more and more words to the unknown list down here, and they just sort of grow more and more complicated over time. And then eventually I know all the words, hopefully.
Dave has noticed that reading German feels less intimidating when working with sentences that are tailored to his level. The inclusion of utterly unknown words from time to time allows for a kind of digestive process to take place. The new material is always in the context of the old familiar material. In the future, he may incorporate visual aids or sound recordings to make the tool more useful. If you're curious about the tech, Dave is running the local language model in a program called LM Studio, which is designed to make working with local language models rather easy. A Python script generates prompts for the LLM based on a curated lexicon. It gets back the natural German sentence on demand, with useful translations for some more explanation. So it's simple, but it's surely helping Dave build momentum. If you're learning a language, I highly recommend creating tools that fit your own learning style. Even tiny ones like this can make a big difference. Danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.